For not giving so much weight to all the statistics we keep seeing.
Hackett comes in as the fourth wide man. Back pass over the middle. Pass is complete. And good for a first down to Clarence Collins. That stops the clock as they move the chain. This will be a 31-yard field goal try by Roger Ruzek. His first effort of the time. All right, Barbaro will try to put it down on the 21. 31-yard field goal as the Generals try to get on the scoreboard in the closing seconds of the first half. Good.
Of course, he came from a good program.
So Walt Michaels sees his team get on the scoreboard with 3 seconds remaining.
Division leader Michigan and Southern Division co-leader Birmingham. Good ball game with, at halftime, the Stallions leading it 14-10. In the first quarter, Michigan jumped on top in this game as Bobby Hebert threw to Derek Holloway from 38 yards out to put the Panthers on top 7-0. With Anthony Carter, I should say, out with an injury, much of the pressure for this offense falls on Holloway. He performed well on that play, but then Birmingham began to grind it out, coming back to score on this 3-yard Joe Cribbs run that made it 7-7. Then later in the second quarter, Stout found Cribbs again over the middle, and that touchdown gave Birmingham a 14-7 lead. Cribbs in the first half, 12 carries, 74 yards, 3 catches for 31 yards. On this play toward the end of the half, Michigan quarterback Bobby Hebert was hit after completing that pass to Walter Broughton. Hebert was taken off the field with a strained left knee, relieved by Whit Taylor of Vanderbilt, who got Michigan in position for this 56-yard field goal by Nova Bojovic on the last play of the half. Birmingham leads it 14-10. The Stallions have been controlling the football since midway in the first quarter, largely on the running of Cribbs, who has had nearly 300 yards in the past 2 weeks and is on that pace again today. Chicago 2-5 against Philly 6-1, and the Stars have jumped all over the blitz as the blitz turned the ball over 5 times in the early going. First quarter, after a Sam Mills fumble recovery, Chuck Fusina hit Willie Collier from 19 yards out. That touchdown made it 7-0 favor of the Stars, who are apparently going to have an easy day. They often find themselves coming from behind. Today, not so difficult. After a reverse punt return got 33 yards, Fusina hit Steve Folsom from 25 yards out. It was 14-0 Philadelphia before the 10-minute mark of the first quarter. 7:55 was left in the first quarter when Jim Stone fumbled the football away here to Scott Warner. Warner went in from 35 yards out. That made it 21-0 Philadelphia. Then, after a Sam Mills interception, one of his 2 interceptions in the first quarter, Philadelphia was in business again. There's the Mills interception. He had 2 of those and the fumble recovery in the first quarter. All of them set up points. David Riley ran in from 1 yard out here. There were 6.5 minutes left in the quarter. It was 28-0 Philadelphia. And now the Stars have added 2 Trout field goals at halftime. They lead it 34-0. Yesterday, very quickly, Denver moved to 7-1 and extended their lead in the Pacific Division, coming from down 21-0 to beat Pittsburgh 31-21. But they lost quarterback Craig Penrose with knee ligaments. He'll be out 3 to 4 weeks, and Denver is now 4-0 on the road. Rozier in that game gained 137 yards for the Maulers. Washington almost won. They were leading 16-6 in the fourth quarter, but Oklahoma's Outlaws with Doug Williams came back to beat them in the last minute of play, 20-16, and the Outlaws are 6-2 and hoping for a Michigan loss today, which will tie them atop the Central Division. Los Angeles snapped a 5-game losing streak and got their first win with Steve Young at the helm. Young's overtime touchdown giving the Express a 23-17 victory over the Memphis Showboats. And finally, before 38,000 fans in the Gator Bowl last night, surprising San Antonio moved to 2-6 on the season and dropped Jacksonville to 2-6 with a 20-0 win. Tomorrow night, 2 important ball games. Tampa Bay tries to stay alive in the Southern Division as they take on New Orleans. John Walton, the New Orleans quarterback, has been sacked only twice in this entire season. And Houston's Gamblers will be at Oakland to play the offenseless Invaders, who crossed the midfield.